Brightest blessings, everyone. I'm actually doing a video response to a YouTube user by the name of Shazulu. Now, Shazulu and I probably do not agree on many things. And I actually subscribe to Shazulu simply because I'd like to make more video responses to him. Actually, he's helping me out. I am a very strong pagan. He says that he was in paganism. Some of the videos that I've seen from him, I kind of have my doubts or a kind of question about exactly what he practiced. But, you know, I will be very respectful, and I like to have a dialogue with him. It also helps me out because a lot of my fans and a lot of my subscribers probably subscribe to me because I am a practicing witch, and I don't do a lot of videos on paganism or witchcraft anymore. Now, it's not because I'm ashamed of it or anything. I'm very outspoken, very loud, and very proud. I just don't, I have my videos on that stuff. Nothing's really changed, and I'm really not into beating a dead horse. But, I think if I do some video responses with Shazulu, I can learn some things, he can learn some things, and my audience will get what they want because there'll be more stuff about Wicca and witchcraft and paganism in general. So I want to start off with a video that I recently saw of his. Apparently he lives in the UK, and he had done a video asking if anyone in the United States, if they actually heard of what happened in Wales. Apparently, there had been a satanic cult that they were found guilty of ritualistic abuse. The same stuff that many people were accused of during the Satanic Panic here in the United States, with the McMartin case and everything. And that was really sad because many people that were accused of that stuff didn't even practice any sort of paganism or satanic anything. It was just a ploy to get people to be scared shitless. Okay, let me start off with, first of all, I did not know. I don't really watch a lot of the news. However, I'm not going to make a comment on that until I have been versed in it. I can't say that, they didn't ritually abuse children. They didn't abuse children at all because they were Satanists. Well, first of all, I don't know if these people were even Satanists, number one. Number two, let's say for argument's sake they were. I don't know what kind of Satanists they are. They could be someone that absolutely knows absolutely nothing about Satanism in any way, shape, or form. They just use the term to scare people. Boogity boogity. Watch my videos, Shazulu. You'll get to know me, and you'll know that I'm not into big scary stuff. I'm certainly not into elitists. I'm not into these pagans and witches that are into all kinds of big, expensive, theatrical things. I'm not. My Book of Shadows is not this big, scary-looking, thick, gothic thing. It's a notebook. Okay? I'm not into that stuff. I'm sorry. I'm also not going to say that a satanic or any Satanists or a satanic cult did not abuse children whatsoever, because I'm smarter than that. I'm not going to say that a Satanist is not capable of hurting anyone or abusing a child, because it's not the Satanism itself that would be responsible for that. It is the person. It is the man. It is the human. A Satanist is not more apt to abuse a child, to kill a man, to torture a man, than a Christian or a Muslim or a Jewish man. or a pagan or anything. Because when push comes to shove and you take your clothes off and you bleed red, you are human. And that is all. I don't know if these people were Satanists. I don't know if these people were a cult. I don't know if these people truly abused the children. I have not seen it. I'm not saying it didn't happen, though. But my question to you, Shazulu, is have you brought up something like this, you know, where they had abuse, I mean disgusting abuse, whether it be ritualistic or not, in Jewish families, in Jewish groups? How about Christian groups? Because you know it happens. For example, for the more publicized stuff, okay? What was it? The Mormons or something? They used to have polygamy, all of them, and now they don't. Just more the radical groups. Well, you know, to be honest, I don't know what the you also know, if you see my stuff, I'm also gay. Okay. I don't know what the Muslims, I don't know what the Mormons have against homosexuality. The thing is that I support their right to be polygamists. I have no problem with polygamy, okay? I personally wouldn't do it, okay? I don't share well with others. I'm certainly not going to be married to a man with many wives, or even a woman with many wives. You know what I mean? I don't share well with others. It has nothing to do with me being a pagan. It has nothing to do with me being gay. I don't play well. I don't share well. I'm sorry. It's just my thing. I just find it very hurtful that I support their right to be polygamous, yet they don't support my right to be able to love and to marry the person that I love. It's kind of hurtful, really. Because much like their polygamy doesn't affect me in any way, shape, or form, my homosexuality, the fact that I love a woman, does not affect them in any way, shape, or form either. And I think they need to realize that. The problem is that I do have a certain problem with certain aspects of polygamy, such as forcing your girls to marry at such a young age, forcing them to marry whoever you tell them to marry, and all that stuff. I consider that abuse. Yeah. As long as you let even if you do, choose who they marry. I mean, there's arranged marriages all over the world. Again, not my cup of tea, and if it's something that you really feel that you can't get out of, then, there's ways to get out of it, if you're really that sad. But again, to force them to marry family members, really? People who are literally your family? Well, that's kind of nasty. I mean, I know they used to have to do it way back when, but it's nasty and it's illegal. And I don't see any reason for it to be legal. And to make them marry at such a young age and have children at such a young age, I don't agree that that's right either, and I will not support that. Sorry. But as far as the polygamy itself, that's a whole different issue. I'm not going to say, I'm just curious though, Shazulu, why don't you bring up the abuse that happens in the Mormons? And I know that you may not be Mormon, but Mormons are Christians, whether you like it or not. Again, Catholics. I grew up a Roman Catholic. I hate to bash them, but we all know what happens with the priests and the boys. That's sexual abuse right there, and that's pretty fucking nasty if you ask me. Are you giving the Catholics a hard time? And I know you're probably going to say, but Catholics aren't Christian. Yes, they are. They don't worship the saints. They see Jesus Christ as their Lord and Savior just as you do. And that, when push comes to shove, is what makes a Christian. Anyone who sees Jesus Christ as their Lord and Savior. Now, you may not like the Catholics. You may not like the fact that the Catholics are Christian, but it's true. I'm sorry. They may be your dirty little secret. I don't know, but it's true. Okay. So so why aren't you talking about that as well? How about when any Christian, okay, even someone of your denomination, okay, abuses a child, and you cannot tell me that someone of the same faith and the same beliefs that you have has never abused a child. And I mean more than just smacking a kid, okay? We're talking beatings, we're talking verbal and emotional and psychological and physical and yes, even sexual abuse. It does happen. I'm not saying that anyone in the pagan community or any Wiccan or any Satanist or anybody in any sort of pagan group has never abused a child or hurt somebody. I'm certainly not going to say that they haven't abused them physically, emotionally, verbally, mentally, sexually. Why? Because we all have something in common. One thing. We are human and we suck. So is it a bad thing if this is true? Yes, it is horrible, and my heart goes out to those children if something like this did happen. It is deplorable, whether they be Satanist or Wiccan or any kind of pagan, Christian, Muslim, Jew. It does not matter. My heart goes to those children. I just don't like the fact that you're implying that this goes hand in hand with Satanism or paganism in any way, shape, or form. And that is my response to you. Blessed be, my friend.